begin in just a minute. But while you're waiting, I do have a story for you. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. No. Not those 3 little pigs. These 3 little pigs lived in a gated upscale community in Scarsdale, so they didn't have to worry about wolves. Anyways, one day they decided they wanted to go see a show. The first pig brought a cell phone. The second pig brought his beeper. The third pig brought a 72-inch plasma television set with built-in Dolby surround sound. Unfortunately, when they got to the theater, they forgot to turn their electronic devices on silent. So at the quietest, most dramatic scene, the cell phone and the beeper and the 72-inch plasma television set with built-in Dolby surround sound all went off, causing a terrible racket. But fortunately, the noise was drowned out by a flock of geese who decided to open cellophane candy wrappers at the exact same moment. But unfortunately, a very cranky giant who happened to be one of the actors in the very quiet, very dramatic scene, jumped into the audience and ate the pigs, and the geese, and the cell phone, and the beeper, and the candy, and the 72-inch plasma television set with built-in Dolby surround sound. Things got very quiet after that. And it just so happens the same cranky giant is in the show you're about to see. Things are different because it's on Zoom and all, but don't be a pig or a goose. Make sure you have your camera off and your microphone muted at all times. If you get kicked out, wait in the waiting room and we'll let you back in at the next scene change because you're the only audience we have and we would hate to see you get eaten. Thank you.
Hey, how do I turn this thing on? I just want a kernel of wheat, and what I want to know is, who helped me plant the wheat, huh? Finally, where's that lazy dog? Where's that lazy cat? Where's that lazy mouse?
You can't tell your story now. The show hasn't even started yet.
Oh yeah? Who are you? You want to help me plant this wheat?
I'm Jack, the narrator, and no, I can't help you plant your wheat. I'm a very, very busy guy trying to run a show here. So if you just turn your camera off, I'll call you when I need you, okay?
But who's going to help me tell my story? Who's going to help me make a prop that looks like wheat? Where's that lazy prop guy?
Listen, hen, forget the wheat. We can't worry about that right now. Anyway, before we start the show proper, which would be after the part of the show that comes after all the improper stuff that's been cluttering up the show so far, I'm here to tell you we'd like to dedicate this performance to our very close personal friend. What's your name again?
Bob.
Is that your name? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, no one's going to expect you to remember that, so I'm going to call you Melvin. We dedicate this performance to our BFF Melvin because I like the color of his shirt and he doesn't stink. Or at least if he does, I can't smell him through the computer screen, and that's great. Good job, Melvin. Okay, here we go. A long time ago, people used to tell exciting stories with enchantment and wonder. Seriously, those stories were called fairy tales. Today, we will not be telling those stories. Instead, we'll be Cow Patty. What are you talking about? There's no...
Stop!
Who are you?
I'm the Surgeon General.
What are you doing here? No one's smoking. This isn't even a theater. Everyone's home.
I've come to warn your audience that the show they're about to see consists of a bunch of fairly stupid tales, therefore dangerous to their health. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to shut the whole thing down. Go home before somebody gets hurt.
They are home. And wait a minute, it isn't dangerous. It's just stupid. And I was about to tell them that myself.
Not dangerous?
Not the least bit dangerous.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely. The sky is falling. Oh my God.
I warned you.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
With the chickens in the show. None of you wait for your cue. No video off until I'm ready for you. As I was saying, the stories we're about to see are some fairly stupid tales. I mean, what else would you call a story like Goldilocks and the Three Elephants? The girl walks to the woods, smells peanut porridge, sits in the chairs, sleeps through the beds, but when she gets inside, she realizes the chairs are too big for her. So she goes home. The end. And if you don't think that's fairly stupid, just wait until you see the Stinky Cheese Man. So that's my introduction. Now it's time for the first story of the show, Chicken Lickin'. Now it's time for the first story of the show, Chicken Lickin'. Oh!
The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Once upon a time, Chicken Lickin' was standing around when a piece of something fell on her head. Let me see that. Is this what fell on you?
Yeah.
This is the number 12.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Well, as you can see, Chicken Lickin' was not the brightest thing on 2 drumsticks. So she started running around in circles like a chicken with its head cut off.
What?
What?
Chickens do not run around with their head cut off.
No. It's just a figure of...
That's a vicious stereotype.
No, it's not.
You're prejudiced.
I'm not prejudiced.
Why do you hate chickens?
I don't. I'm just trying to tell a story here. Trying to.
You hairless monkey.
What I meant to say was, Chicken Lickin' started running around like a very frantic chicken. And so we called a friend, Ducky Lucky, to help explain. Ducky Lucky, video on. You have to say your line.
Oh, it's right here. The sky might be falling. Do you think we should?
The sky is falling. Ducky Lucky. The Ducky Lucky. The sky is falling.
Let's go.
Then Chicken Lickin' and Ducky Lucky ran to their friend Goosey Lucy and yelled,
Goosey Lucy.
Goosey Lucy,
The sky is falling.
we must tell the president.
let's go. Chicken Lickin', Ducky Lucky, and Goosey Lucy ran to their friend.
Lockwood,
No, your name is...
Cochran,
Okay, whatever.
Ducky Lucky.
the sky is falling.
We must tell the president. Wait a minute, cried Jack the narrator. I forgot the table of contents.
Hey, you're not in the story.
You're just the narrator.
A hairless monkey narrator. Just.
I know that I have to warn you that the table of contents is...
If you know anything, you know that the table of contents is not enough to say. Monkey man.
So why don't you just buzz off and let us finish our story? Ahem. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. We must tell the president.
So, Chicken Lickin', Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Lucky ignored Jack the narrator and went off to catch a plane to Washington, D.C. Just outside the airport, they met Foxy Lock.
Foxy Luxy. Foxy Luxy.
Calm down. You think the sky was falling.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling. We must tell the president.
Well, in that case, come with me. I know a shortcut.
How do we know you won't,
Trust me.
So, Foxy Luxy led Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Lucky down the garden path to his cave. Now, I know what you're thinking, Melvin. You're thinking he was going to eat them. But as a matter of fact, he didn't get the chance to. Because Chicken Licken was almost right. The sky wasn't falling. The table of contents was. Squash the whole bunch of them. Word to wise, barnyard fowl. Don't mess with the narrator. Moving on, once upon a time, there was a prince. And this prince's parents, the king and queen, somehow got it into their royal heads.
Hold up, Jack. I got this. Once upon a time, there's an awesome.
Wait a second. I'm the narrator.
Yeah, but it's my story.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You can't tell your story. I tell the stories.
But I don't like the way you tell my story.
But what's wrong with
You always make me seem like a brat and a dope.
Well, you do let your parents walk all over you, and then you get whiny and you throw a tantrum, and you also have a bad habit of singing stupid songs at inappropriate times. So,
that's your version. In my version, the prince is charming and valiant, and everyone loves and admires him, so he has his pick of any girl in the...
No princess will be good enough for our boy unless she can feel the pain through 100 mattresses.
Mom, you cut me off and then you said the wrong line.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, you never clean up your room.
That is not true. My lackey cleaned it up last week.
here we go.
He just shoved everything in the closet.
I found a burrito under your bed.
I was going to eat that, Jack.
Don't look at me. You wanted to tell your own story.
Perhaps we should tell the rest of your story, son. We know what's best for you.
You know what's best. Every time I meet a girl, you invite her over and go piling 100 mattresses over a single pea, and then when she comes down, Mom goes,
Well, if it isn't Sleeping Beauty.
and Dad goes,
How was your slumber, dear?
and the princess goes.
For Pete's sake. Fine, thank you. The mattress was so comfortable.
Oh, 3 years, 79 princesses, and no girlfriend.
You don't need a girlfriend. You have me.
And one day the prince meets the girl of his dreams.
Whoa.
The awesome, charming, violent prince decides he better do something about this peace situation once and for all. I said the prince decides to do something.
Right. So he sings a song. Love song. Hear my love song. A love song sung by me. I love a lover who loves his love as much as I love a love song. I love to love a lover who loves a love song as much as I love a love song. Give me that spoon and I won't swear. Give me that spoon and I won't swear. Give me that spoon and I won't swear. No mustard's on parade.
That was the worst love song I ever heard. It doesn't help one bit about this peace situation. So here's what you're gonna do. Right before I go to sleep tonight, you're going to put this bowling ball under the 100 mattresses.
Wait, but won't that be uncomfortable?
That's the idea, you chowderhead.
Oh! But I don't know how to bowl.
Just take it upstairs and put it under the mattress.
Right. Sorry, honey bun.
The next morning, the queen, my future mother-in-law, asked,
How was your sleep, my dear?
well, okay, I guess, but...
You fail!
But I think I need another mattress. I felt like I was sleeping on a lump as big as a bowling ball.
King and Queen were satisfied. The prince and princess were married, and everyone lived happily. Though maybe not completely honestly ever after. However, I do have one question for the princess.
What?
Well, if you know about the pee thing all along, then why did you put a bowling ball under there? Could have just faked it and said you felt the pee.
I'm a method actor. I don't fake it.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, in another part of the play, there was a mother duck and a father duck who had 7 baby ducklings. 6 of them were regular-looking ducklings. The 7th was... Well, you just have to agree that he was just a really ugly duckling. The neighbors all used to say,
Holy moly, what an ugly duckling!
yes, that is what they said. In fact, when the spirit moved them, as it often did, they were known to sing this thusly.
Ugly duckling, your appearance is a shock. Ugly duckling, oh, your face can stop a clock. Your hideous, your looks are piteous, your visage isn't hideous. What a homely bird. Ugly duckling, you're a truly loathsome fowl. Ugly duckling, from your bowels up to your jowls. Your egg was rotten, your gizzard misbegotten, your beak should be forgotten. You're the most revolting, from a tremendous disgusting, repugnant, nasty, ugly, foul, repulsive, yucky, pucky,
Okay, I think I get the idea. Sure. No harm, no foul.
what an ugly bird.
They were unusually cruel neighbors, but it didn't bother the ugly duckling, who would say to himself,
I don't care. Because one day I'll probably grow this one bigger and look better than anything in the pond. All I have to do is wait.
well, a year went by, and you know what? It turned out he wasn't this one. He was just a really ugly duckling who grew up to be a really, really ugly duck.
The end.
Wow, that's an ugly duck. Nothing ugly about that, though. Time to meet cute. Excuse me, oh beautiful princess, but I wonder if you can help me.
What can I do for you, little frog?
Oh, see, I'm not really a frog. I'm actually a handsome prince that was turned into a frog by a wicked witch spell.
Oh no!
It's terrible, right?
Such a cliche. I suppose next you're going to tell me the spell can only be broken by a kiss of a beautiful princess.
No.
No?
No. The witch told me the spell can only be broken by the kiss of an ordinary young woman who isn't exactly beautiful but has a kind of next-door cuteness with an appealing, quirky personality. Think Zooey Deschanel.
Oh.
So you're much too beautiful and much too royal to ever break the curse.
I'm not that beautiful.
No, you really are. You're gorgeous. There's no point in kissing you.
But what would be the harm of giving it a try?
No harm, no harm. The witch told me if I kissed the wrong girl, I might turn into something even more hideous than I already am, like a narrator.
Hey.
Oh, well, okay.
It would have to be on the lips, though. You still want to try? It's peach flavored. Sorry, I just want everything to be just right. Okay, I'm ready for the kiss. Mwah!
Pooh, it didn't work. I guess I'm too beautiful.
No, you're not. I just made the whole thing up.
What?
I was never a frog. I was never a prince. Just a frog with a thing for princesses. Boom!
And with that, the frog jumped back into his pond, and the princess wiped the frog slime off her lips. By the way, a few years later, she met a guy with a flying rug, and things really worked out for her. Okay, well, it looks like I finally got things running smoothly here. So, and the next story is better than the last 3. It's called Little Red Running Shorts. See, it's about this girl who runs very fast, and she has little red running shorts. That's where it gets the name from. Get it? So, anyway, this girl is running to her granny's house, and she meets a wolf.
Is this the one with the treasure? I can take the long way. Like she takes the shortcut.
Yes, but here comes the good part. Because Little Red runs so fast, she beats the wolf to Granny's house. And when the wolf gets there,
She knocks on
and Red answers it, and guess what she says?
Patty.
No.
The sky is falling.
No!
I give up.
She says, My, what little feet you have. And that's it. The end. Is it great or what?
It's like Shakespeare.
Okay, wait.
Oh, thanks. You know, I might be a narrator right now, but one day I'm going to be an epic poet. Either an epic poet or like a samurai spoken hip hop wordsmith with like 2 million followers on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. So listen, do you want to go get pizza or?
Don't you have another story to tell?
Oh, right. Hi. Okay. Now it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy Little Red Running Shorts. Like I said, Little Red Running Shorts.
You just told the whole flippin' story. We're not gonna do it again.
You can't say that. You have to start with once upon a time.
Come on, let's go get Frappuccino.
No. Wait. You guys are next. Look at the script. See, right after the other frog prince. There you guys are. Little Red Running Shorts. It's you.
Let's go, Wolf. We're out of here.
Oh, no. Wait. You can't do this.
Oh, did I tell you I'm up for a new Burger King commercial? Get it out. I need a new agent.
But your story is supposed to be 5 minutes long. What am I going to do for the next 5 minutes?
Don't look at us. You're the samurai spoken word hip hop wordsmith.
God.
I planted the wheat. I watered the wheat. I harvested the wheat. Now do I get to tell my story? Hey, where did everybody go? Where's that Jack guy? Isn't he supposed to be the narrator? He can't just leave the screen empty like this. I want to tell my story now. Do they expect me to tell the whole thing by myself? Where's that lazy director? Where's the lazy guy who wrote this story? Where's Melvin?
Never mind that head. Now, it's time for the best story of the whole play. Jack's Bean Problem, starring me.
Jack!
What is it now?
Beanstalks are an accident waiting to happen. And giants, we just don't want to mess around with giants. So you better...
Never mind, just get out of here so I can tell my story. Which goes like this. Once upon a time, I traded our last cow for 3 magic beans and... Giant! What are you doing here? You're not even on yet. You're gonna ruin the whole story.
I don't like that story.
What?
You always trick me.
Well, yeah, duh. That's the best part.
Fury. I have made my own story.
Great rhyme, Giant, and I'm sure your story is just as good, but there's no room for it. So, why don't you climb back up the beanstalk, which I haven't even planted yet? And I'll be up there in a few minutes to seal your golden singing harp.
I'll grind your bones to make my bread.
Bone bread. Yummy. Maybe spread some brain butter on it, a little toe jam. You kill me, Giant. Hey, as long as you're here, may I just mention the one thing that's been bugging me? I've noticed you always talking in capital letters. It's even in the script that way. See? And it's really... See, it messes up it just really messes up the page. And frankly, with your voice, it's like fingernails on.
I will tell my story now,
Said the Giant in capital letters.
Giant story. The end of the evil stepmother said, I'll huff and puff and snuff and give you 3 wishes. The beast changed into 7 dwarfs. Happily ever after, for a spell had been cast by a wicked witch once upon a time.
That's your story? You've got to be kidding. That's not a fairly stupid tale. That's an incredibly stupid tale. That's an unbelievably stupid tale. That's the most stupid tale I've ever...
Jack, as the giant grabbed him and dragged him into the next story.
Wait! Okay, how's this? Once upon a time, there was a giant, and the giant squeezed Jack and said...
Tell me a better story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread. And when your story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway. Ho, ho, ho!
The giant laughed an ugly laugh and Jack died. Give me a minute. He'll kill me if I do. He'll kill me if I don't. He'll kill me as soon as my story is finished. So there's only one way out of this. So, Jack cleared his throat and began his story. Once upon a time, when there was a giant, the giant squeezed Jack and said, come on, we've circled back around. You gotta keep up.
Tell me a better story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread. And when your story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway. Ho, ho, ho!
A giant laughed an ugly laugh and Jack thought, he'll kill me if I do. He'll kill me if I don't. He'll kill me as soon as my story is finished. There's only one way out of this. So Jack cleared his throat and began his story. Once upon a time, there was a giant. The giant squeezed Jack and said, come on, we've circled back around. You gotta keep up.
Hey yo, check it! You might think I'm just an ugly duck, but as far as I'm concerned, I got a lot of pluck, cause I got my pride a few country mile wide. I cannot be denied or decried or divided. All of those inches from the rules are completely misguided. So if you diss me, it's just water off my back. To the holy Sapiens are just a bunch of whack, quack, 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 quack. Word to your Mallard.
Okay. The story of Cinder Rumpelstiltskin, or the girl who really blew it. Here I am cleaning the house yet again, while my wicked stepmother and 2 ugly stepsisters are out having a ball.
Doofus, we're not having the ball. The prince is having the ball.
We've rehearsed this thing for weeks. You ought to know the story by now.
Whoa. Did I mention they were wicked and ugly?
The prince is having a ball, and everyone's invited.
Even you're invited, Cinderella, but you're too bad. You have to clean the house.
Come on, girls. Let's go get dressed up in our ball gowns. Hey, Cincinnati, don't forget to clean the house. Don't forget to clean the inside of the chimney with your toothbrush. And if you got those mice in here again, I'll marinate them on the barbecue and dip them in oil. Especially the fat, goofy one.
I guess it's another day of crying my eyes out. Huh.
And now, a really emotional crying song. It's a ballad, a sad ballad.
Boo-hoo, 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 boo-hoo. I am weeping, boo-hoo, 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 boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, watch me wail, sob, sob, sniff, 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 choke, choke, sniff, wow, wow, wow. Choke, choke, sniff, sniff, sigh, sigh, sob, sob, sniff, sniff, boo-hoo, 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 boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, 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 I'm willing. Boo-hoo, 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 I cry.
Patty. Do I hear someone crying? Psst, you're supposed to be crying. My line does not make any sense if you're not.
Oh, right, sorry.
Oh, don't cry, girlie. I can help you spin straw into gold.
I beg your pardon?
I can help you spin straw into gold.
That won't do me any good. Anyways, I need a dress, glass slippers, and a coach.
Would you like to try and guess my name?
No.
Come on, give it a try. Do you think it's Chester?
Look, if I don't have a dress, then it doesn't really matter at all. So,
Oh, just guess a name. Any name.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
But I'm a mysterious little man. Aren't you at least a bit curious?
Come back when my stepmother is here.
No, you don't understand.
I know.
It's Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin.
Who is that odd little man out there?
I think he said his name was Chester.
It's Rumpelstiltskin.
Anyway, I don't know who he is, but I think he changed my life. I think it's like a Cinderella story, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah.
Except you're still wearing rags and you still have to clean the house.
And we're changing your name to Cinder Rumpelstiltskin. What? Why?
Because we're mean. That's what we do. Now let's go find Chester and pull out his nose hairs.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm the tortoise.
No, you're not. You're Jack, the loser narrator.
X-nay on the act,
I don't speak Turkish. Anyway, I thought you'd be bone bred by now.
Look, I found this costume in the basement. I'm going to use it to fool the giant. I'm going to lose myself in the next story, and he'll never find me.
You better hope he doesn't like turtle soup.
Once upon a time, there was a tortoise who was very slow, but very dependable.
I've got toilets to clean.
I always get where I set out to go. It just takes me longer than most people.
Tortoise, you are so slow. I bet it can go hair faster than you run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why the story is called Tortoise and the Hare. You challenged me to race? No kidding. What a concept. The fast and infuriating. I don't know what I'm doing in this story, but they've asked me to say that on the day of the big race, I may simply point out that I have a PhD from Yale University and I did postdoctoral research in particle physics at the Institute for Advanced Studies. And I just have to say that on the day of the big race, Tortoise and Rabbit lined up on the starting line, and the grossly overqualified referee says, on your mark, get set, go.
Tortoise starts to run.
Rabbit starts to grow his hair.
Tortoise run.
Rabbit grows his hair.
Tortoise run.
Rabbit grows his hair.
Tortoise run.
Rabbit grows his hair.
Tortoise run.
Rabbit starts to grow his hair.
Tortoise runs.
Rabbit goes to his hair.
Tortoise run.
Rabbit grows his hair.
Tortoise run.
Rabbit grows his hair. And this is what I call Deus Ex Machina. It's a dramatic device that normally comes at the end of a play and saves a hero from all certain death. Except in this case, I think you'll agree, it saves us from all certain boredom.
I'll handle this point, Dexter. With all the excitement and in the absence of our narrator, no one realized that another story had already begun. The first words of this story, which you have regrettably missed, were, once upon a time, there was a little old woman and a little old man who lived in a little old house. They were lonely. Now, while I was telling you that, you missed the next line of the story, which was,
Let's make a man out of stinky cheese.
Okay.
I'll give him a piece of bacon for his mouth
Yeah.
and 2 olives for his eyes and
Couldn't we just make a pizza?
then I'll put him in the oven to cook.
Then what?
He'll magically come alive and we won't be lonely anymore.
So he'll be a walking, talking little man made out of varieties of savory food stuff?
That's right.
A stinky cheese man.
It'll be great.
so she raided her fridge to make a little man out of stinky cheese, bacon, and olives.
I'd rather have a pizza.
When she opened her oven to see if the little man was done,
Phew! What is that terrible smell?
My name is Stinky. I'm ripe and wrinkly. I may be dinky. I'll run like your nose. You can't catch me. I won't let you smash me. You'll never dispatch me because I run like your hose. Title character type. Title number sublime. Title get out the grind. Better than Pure X or Cheer. It's 11 o'clock and the show needs a shot. The double shaka, and that's why I'm here.
Well, this was a good idea.
Don't you want to eat me? Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't get to me. I'm a Ziggy G's man.
I'm really not that hungry.
I'm not all that lonely. Let's go to Florida.
Okay.
so they jumped in their RV and drove away. Meanwhile, the sticky cheese man ran and ran until he met a cow eating grass in the field.
Wow, what's that awful smell?
Run away from little old lady, a little old man. And I can run away from you too. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't get to me. I'm a Ziggy G's man.
I'll bet you'll give someone 12 free belly aches. I'll just eat weeds.
So the Stinky Cheese Man ran until he met some kids playing outside in the field. The first kid took a whiff of the Stinky Cheese Man and said,
Gross.
and then the other one said,
What's that nasty smell? Run away from a little old lady, a little old man, and a cow, and I can run away from you too. Run as fast as you can. You can't get to me. I'm the Stinky Cheese Man.
Whereupon the first kid delivered a beautiful, poetic 3-minute monologue about the heartbreak of B.O., which goes like, oh, forget it. So the kids went back to playing, and the Stinky Cheese Man ran on. By and by, he came to a river with no bridge.
How will I ever cross this river? It's too big to jump, and if I try to swim, I'll probably fall apart.
Here's where I come in. Why, just hop on my back, Stinky Cheese Man, and I'll carry you across.
How do I know you won't eat me?
Just trust me.
No, really.
Well, I have a bad sinus cold. It's just a cold, but I don't have much of an appetite, so... So he hopped on my back, and I started swimming. But when I got to the middle of the river, my sinuses finally cleared up, and oh man, what is that awful smell? I coughed, I gagged, I sneezed, and El Stinko fell off my back and into the river.
Wait, no I don't.
Yes, you do. You tragically lose your grip, slip off my back, and fall apart.
No, no, get out like this. No, what a world, what a world.
And no one ever smelled him again.
Given that giant guy the slip long enough to tell you that you have to sing the closing number now. See, that way he'll think the show is over and he'll go to sleep. So sing the closing number, but very softly. Very softly.
What is the big rousing closing number?
Well, now it's a lullaby, unless you want to find out what it's like to be a pizza tummy.
Closing number.
Closing number.
Closing number.
It's the closing number.
Number. This is closing number.
The closing number.
The closing number.
Okay, muted. You don't applaud, you wake him up. Stay muted. Shh. Look, I know this isn't exactly the way we all wanted the show to end, but the big lug is finally asleep. And if you know what's good for you, Melvin, you and your friends here will just quietly, very quietly leave the Zoom room. Very quietly, very, very quietly. No.
I found the wheat, I planted the wheat, I grew the wheat, I harvested the wheat, I ground the wheat, I made the dough, I baked the bread, and did anyone help me? Did anyone leave time for my story? So now who thinks they're gonna help me eat the bread?
Bread? Eat? Chick-fil-A?
Woo!
The end.